It's now my pleasure to introduce Marcus Lee, who's going to speak to us about how to attract tourism and investment from China towards the global recovery. Marcus is the chairman of an association for small and medium-sized enterprises in business owners, and he's coming to us virtually from Shanghai. Marcus is a Wall Street-trained investment banker. He's currently the chairman, as I say, of the SME Business Owners Association and also chief executive officer of CBISN, which is engaged in investment and tourism outbound from China. The group consists of several companies, including China Travel Online, Digital China, and MICE supporting investments and tourism authorities from around the world through online and offline. So today, Marcus is going to show us how we can help attract investment and tourism opportunities from China. And Marcus, welcome to the ITIC WTM 21 Investment Conference, and the floor is now yours.
Thank you, Paul. It's good to see you again. Good afternoon to all exhibitors, buyers, media, and friends from around the world. So my name is Marcus Lee, CEO of China Travel Online and the chair of the SME Business Owners Association in China. I'm going to present you how to attract investment and tourism from China towards a global recovery. International China Investment Forum, that's how we started back in year 2002, just with a few hundred companies. And after 19 years, we become bigger with 11,000 corporate members and upgraded to be an SME Business Owners Association. If you're interested, you can check out the website, chinainvest.net. On the left, CEO Asia, we own 2 MICE companies. Our exhibition subsidiary owns and operates 6 large-scale exhibitions that could attract thousands to tens of thousands of visitors to your destination. On a smaller scale, we organize seminars, incentive conferences overseas. Digital China, its own proprietary technology in virtual roadshow, China Online Expo, and e-learning. We manage a dozen of social medias in China. On the right, Welcome China is the largest tourism marketing agency with offices in 9 major offices in China. Our flagship program, China Ready, is recognized by UnionPay, the world's largest credit card. China Travel Online is our subsidiary in China Outbound Travel Portal, which is 100% B2B, 100% outbound, and 100% digital. The website is chujingyu.org, literally translated as outbound travel. The club reached 80% of outbound tour operators, which consists of 35,000 corporate organizers and 74,000 travel professionals. This database is updated 2021 October because we are the official partner for WTM London in China. I want to start with China outbound investment attractions. China is now the world's largest FDI. In year 2020, we hit 153 billion, increased 12% year-on-year, ranking the first place worldwide for the first time ever, and accounting for about 20% of global share. We ranked third largest in the world, just behind United States and Netherlands. So where China invests, top 4 industry include wholesale and retail, manufacturing, leasing business, construction, etc. So in year 2020, 280,000 Chinese local investors invested in 45,000 enterprise spread around 189 countries, about assets of 8 trillion. So the beneficiary of major destination of China investment, the lion's share go to Asia with 58%, followed by North America, Europe, Africa, Latin America, and Oceania, and contributed 44.5 billion to the host country in terms of tax revenue and hire over 2 million of foreign workers. We heard about some negative news about China economy. For example, energy crunch, shipping disruption, and deepening property crisis take their role on the world's second largest economy. But the numbers do not lie. If we look at the first half of GDP growth, China achieved 12.7%. And then overall in 2021 projected at 8%. If you look at the picture on the right, the annual retail sales going to achieve 6.8 trillion projected for this year with about 12% increase. In terms of M&A, manufacturing topped the list, followed by software, R&D, wholesale, leasing, electricity, agriculture, mining, residence and construction, education, culture, and entertainment. But you say, hey, Marcus, this is a big number for us. How about some real case studies? So let me share with you some real case studies. For example, in Peru, we launched the International China Investment Forum in Peru, not for 1 year, but 4 years consecutively, bringing investors to Peru, where I have to fly 25 hours from Shanghai to Peru. So one picture will tell you 1,000 stories. If you look at the picture on the right, the first gentleman on the left is General Manager of Sogang, followed by the second gentleman is the President of China Petrol, and the taller gentleman, if you know him, is Marcus Lee. Next to him, the lady is Ambassador of China to Peru, and next to him is the Minister, and next to the Minister is the niece of the former President of the Peru. So one picture will show you the power play that Chinese investor we brought to Peru. And our partner is China Petrol, CMPC, which is bigger than Alibaba by market capitalization. Some of the deals completed, including CMPC purchased oil block in Brazilian Petrobras for 2.5 billion. Then you say, hey, Marcus, this is too big for us, and this is not related to tourism. How about something smaller and tourism? Okay, that's fine. Let me show you how about hotel acquisitions. Chinese company acquired a hotel in Spain. You may have heard of Barcelona Hotel in Santiago. So I'm not showing you any case study that we copy or paste or Google or search from the search engine. So the picture, the Chinese gentleman sitting on the right with a glass and not much hair, they are my member, so I can pick up the phone and call him. We have a lot of case studies like this. So the bottom line is, how do you attract Chinese investment? This is the last slide about investment. At 3 points, important point. Number 1, promotion. Number 2, contact point. Number 3, activities. Now, if you hire a PR company, I'm sure you can do fantastic promotion, but without the right contact, you will not get very far. It's actually whom you know around the world. And in terms of embassy and consulate, they do a very good job, but you need a dedicated overseas investment center. Let's flip the chart and then go to a second main important question about China outbound travel market. How is the China tourism market outlook looks like? China is the world's largest source market for outbound tourism. It recorded 169 million outbound tourists, that means Chinese travel around in 2019. So it's not just about the number. China also the top spender in outbound tourism with 265 billion tourism expenditure, which is roughly 2 times of American, 3 times of German, and 4 times of British. Wow, this picture will explain to you what is happening in tourism China. This picture is taken in 2021 October. This is Great Wall, a lot of people, a lot of tourists, and not wearing masks. So what does it tell you? Over 500 million Chinese travel. Yes, you heard me right, 500 million Chinese travel. We did just travel within 7 days in the Super Golden Week. To be exact, 515 million Chinese travel. So if you look at picture on the right, where Chinese visit, they go to Great Wall, Forbidden City, they go to historical town, nature, outdoor parks, and amusement park. You know that Universal Studio Beijing just opened, and we have Harry Potter flying around. So this is a 70% recovery of 2019 number, and 60 billion spent on travel and tourism. Because Chinese was locked and couldn't go out, so they spent 250 million in 6 days in just Hainan Island alone. So what is interesting is China tourism outbound rebound since 2020. What I want to bring your attention is the table on the right. If you look at the 2020, during May Labor holiday, China's recorded 150 million tourists compared to this year, 230 million, double. And what is amazing is surpassed 2019 number, pre-pandemic level. So where Chinese travel, you look at the picture on the right, Chinese travel as far as the Gobi Desert, historical site, nighttime economy, including restaurant and bar, national park, nature, shopping, and traveling in different modes of transportation, including train, flight, self-service. Ctrip, the OTA, did a very interesting comparison of 2021 May labor holiday to May labor holiday in 2020. This year, flight increased 28%, hotel increased 70%, car rental more than 300%, and attraction more than 400%. So the second main important question is, the million-dollar question is, when is China open? And what is the factor that deterring China to travel? And what are the new Chinese travel trends, the new Chinese travelers? Let's start from the beginning. So China is not opening its border yet for outbound tourism. So international travel is not geared up or resumed. So there's no fake news. But what is positive and important news for you to know is 80% of China's population is fully vaccinated. And we are projected to travel from the first half of 2022, according to China's CDC. But the actual dates, please refer to the Chinese government announcement. So the factor deterring the travel intent, including health, spread of virus, income, discrimination, safety is number one factor. In terms of who will travel first, of course, low-risk country, and factor affecting decision to travel, that is promotion done by destination ranked number 2. So in terms of reopening preparation, I only have 2 key points for you. One is timing, one is China ready. So the last slide about travel intent, if you look at the slide on the right, in terms of vacation idea, hidden gems for new destination, luxury hotel as destination, that's an interesting idea. Self-driving is getting more attention, outdoor hiking, nature, diving, islands, less crowded place, health spa, and number 1 is safety first destination. You need a renewed understanding of Chinese market because there's a complete shift from a package tour to FIT and focus more younger generation that comprise of 60%. If you think, oh, when I have the budget, I will do the promotion, or when China is open, then only I do promotion, I'm sorry, maybe you are a bit late because expect very fierce competition for this 100 million market. So how to win? My last part of the presentation talk about the key question. The key question is how to reach Chinese market. So there's a few things you can do. For example, you can attend an exhibition, go to roadshow, or maybe explore some digital marketing. The mother of all steps, the starting point, the step 1 is getting your destination ready. This is the best time. The picture on the right explained to you, we launched China Ready program in 2019 in Middle East, in Oman, with 100 companies, very successful. We launched in Africa, for example, for Zimbabwe, increased 100% of Chinese visitors. So China Ready program is not new. We have launched in 48 countries, and this is the largest program of its kind in the world and recognized by Union Pay. China Ready, again, is not just a training program, but guided every step for destination and service provider to be equipped to welcome Chinese visitors. So now, how does China outbound tourists look for information? According to UNWTO, number 1 source of information is website and online community. Then you know that China have a separate web system known as China Wide Web. In China, Google, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram is banned or not available. So at least at the minimum, you need a Chinese website because over 97% of Chinese do not speak so much of English. And then what is more convincing is internet users in China just surpassed 1 billion in Q3 2021. You use YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, which is not available in China. We use Weibo, WeChat, TikTok, are among the most popular social media in China and most relevant tourism marketing tool. Hence, setting up and maintaining social media accounts in China is necessary. This includes number 4, video marketing. Like you may have heard about TikTok, which we call Douyin in China, now have 800 million users, ranking number 1 short video platform. Average Chinese spend at least 1 hour per day. So webinar, my friend have done 25 country webinars since last year, since pandemic started. But what I'm trying to explain to you from the beginning, it started with 1 hour, then half an hour, then 10 minutes. So things are changing. Webinar on destination is less popular right now. What is replaced is by e-learning. E-learning, in short, is an online training platform. You know, in Europe, in the United States, you also had e-learning. It's nothing new, but e-learning in overseas and China is different. We launched 3.0 technology with locking system, cash reward, gamification, and multiple formats in PC, mobile, and WeChat. So I want to introduce you CTT, China Travel Training, which is an online education platform with 110,000 members in China. If you want to get your news across in China, you have to pay attention to media and PR. Aside from official accounts like WeChat, Weibo, pure media include Global Times, People's Daily, China Travel Online, or go to OTA like Ctrip with 400 million users. So now many live events are cancelled, postponed, or go hybrid like WTM London. So you can create your own virtual roadshow. This is advantage because it's 60% cheaper than having a physical roadshow. And now is the best time because you can enable sellers to meet buyers. It's an important event before border opening. So our firm is one of the 3 companies that own proprietary technology in the virtual roadshow, and full capability. My last 2 slides talk about branding. If you want to do branding in China, you can do a live or online forum. For example, we launched China Pacific Tourism Forum last February for 14 countries, attended by 100 countries, and was well received. When the market is opened up, when the border is open, we welcome you to visit China to organize roadshow, workshop, face-to-face meeting, farm trip, and press release. Look at those pictures. Those are real pictures, and it's the largest roadshow we did for Ministry of Tourism India in 3 cities. It was very successful, meeting with over 200 Chinese companies. My last slide talk about tourism year, which is the single biggest, largest campaign any country can do in China because it's a head of state project. My friend was the coordinator for China Pacific Tourism Year 2019 for 10 countries. The benefit of doing this is maximum awareness and 200% jump in tourist number. In conclusion, I want to explain to you that having a Chinese website is the minimum. If you want to explore B2B, venture into e-learning and virtual roadshow. Use social media to venture into millions of Chinese travelers and media and PR in China to bring your news across. When the border is opened up, you can welcome you to China to do a roadshow, sales call, expo, and before doing that, make sure that you do market research and also China Ready program. With this, I conclude my presentation. If you have any question, you can contact my colleague Aaron or myself with the email and website. Thank you very much for your attention. And back to you, Paul.
Thank you very much indeed, Marcus, and for your stunning presentation, and I'm sure we'll be back in touch with you in no time at all. I think there's one question is, do you have any thoughts on when China will open up for visitors and when people from China will be able to travel as well? Is there any indication from your government?
Well, definitely. I explained just now, if you hear me.
We can still hear you.
Yes, in my slide I mentioned that the projection is the 2022, and according to China's CDC, that's the number projection that we talk about.
Okay, 2022, so beginning of 2022.
Yes.
That's absolutely fantastic. So we look forward to being in touch with you again in the very near future, and any questions that come, we'll forward them through. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much indeed for joining us, and all the best to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.